Hi, happy Friday. So I decided last week to start filming these videos on Fridays at around 4 p.m. And I made that decision because most people are home now. Sorry about that. I'm obviously going to have to hold it. To go live Fridays at 4 because most people are home. So let me know if you're watching, if this is working, because last week I had quite a few technical difficulties, and I'm just trying to... Hey, Karen. Okay, I could see that people are on now. So I am continuing the videos that I had stopped filming for a while. I was filming them on Friday mornings on my way to the homeless shelter, and they were all about the perspective of me starting and running drawchange, and what that's like, and what that's like on a daily basis, and where drawchange is, and about me as it pertains to running the organization, and also my personal perspective of running the organization, like I said. So today I wanted to talk about, I have been asked by quite a few people what is keeping me motivated during these times, and that for me is a very loaded question. And it's probably more so loaded because I feel a different way 20 times per day. I feel different ways. Sometimes I'm motivated, and honestly, sometimes I'm not. It's the reason why I didn't film these videos for 3 Fridays in a row, because I was just like, I don't even know what to say, and nothing that I'm going to say is going to be positive, so I'm just not going to film anything. And then sometimes I'm super motivated because I figured out a new way to get drawchange to children, or I figured out a new way to fundraise, etc., etc. So today I'm somewhere in between. I've had my moments of, I'm like, man, this is just way too much work. And then I've had my moments of, no, I can do this. So I would say that one of the main things that keeps me motivated, or that motivates me when I'm not feeling motivated, is thinking about the children actually still receiving drawchange, and then thinking about the children, just thinking about them, and Tremarcus and Harlem and Sophia, and I can go on and on about all of them, and how much I miss them, and that I know I will see them again at some point, and I know that they're doing fine. And someone brought up a point to me yesterday. They said, these children, you always talk about how resilient these children are, and about how much some of them, or most of them, have been through more in their life than we ever will be, for some of us. And that's true. And it's these children, for different reasons, have been through several situations where they have experienced a lot more than probably most people that will be watching this video have ever experienced in their lives, and they will bounce back. So that keeps me going, that keeps me motivated for sure. Another thing that keeps me motivated, still going strong, is I'm still working as much and even more with my team on a daily basis, and they are amazing. They are obviously all working from home, different. Hey Derek, I miss you too. Thank you so much for watching. They are all the way from, some are in California, some are in Florida, and some are in Georgia, and they are all over the place, and they help me on a daily basis, and they are one of the main things that keeps me strong. It's definitely been a constant workflow for us. It has never slowed down. So my team keeps me motivated. Another thing that keeps me motivated is the potential of receiving some of this disaster relief. There is disaster relief for small businesses. There's also disaster relief for nonprofit organizations. And that's pretty much the main 2 disaster relief buckets that we fill into. If I'm going to be honest with you, when it comes to a nonprofit organization, we honestly don't apply we're not able to apply to a lot of those because of all the stipulations that they have in place. There's so many organizations that need that relief that they had to get really strict with that. So I don't know, wish us luck. We have applied to 3 of the what feels like hundreds of loans and grants out there, and if we can get honestly one of them, that would be a huge help. However, we honestly do need all three. Today, for example, we were looking for someone somewhere else to apply to, and we couldn't find any, and I had 2 different people on my team searching for other venues or other avenues to apply for funding for COVID-19 relief, and we couldn't find any. So if anyone knows of any that they think that we may not know about, by all means, please let me know. You can shoot me a DM or a comment below. We applied to the Small Business Association. We applied to CARES, which is through Alice. We've applied to some funding through Verizon. We applied for a small business class through Shea Butter. And there's others that, like I said, we don't qualify for. So if anyone knows of any small business loans and or grants that we can apply for, we would greatly appreciate it. What we're facing is that everyone is nervous, understandably so, about their finances, especially people that are not being paid, and so our donations plummeted from one day to the next. So what that means is that I will have to make decisions like paying staff, decisions such as further programs with the children, decisions such as what kind of art supplies I'm going to use. I mean, it's just a trickle effect, and everyone knows what I'm talking about, so I don't have to explain that. So trying to think of what else keeps me motivated and inspired. I mentioned my team. I mentioned thinking about the children. I honestly would say also my family and friends, that when I talk to them, we don't talk about work. Sometimes we do, but most of the time we do not. And that's by my choice. I'm just I can't even think about work anymore because of what I do and just who I am as a person. I'm constantly thinking about these children and constantly thinking about more ways that I could be helping them, and constantly thinking about their situation. I can't get it out of my head. A lot of times when people go to the homeless shelter with me for the first time, they're like, how do you do this? How do you do this day in and day out? And my response is always, I see them for what they can be, not for what they are. And that's what keeps me has this veil over me that allows me to continue to work. If I were to constantly be thinking about, man, when we leave this homeless shelter, they're just going to go to sit on their beds until they go to sleep because that's what they have to do. Or when we leave this homeless shelter, they're just going to have to fend for themselves in terms of dinner. What are they going to do? I can't, for me personally, I can't do both things at once. I can't think about the situation that they're in and then also think about how to best serve their needs, the ones that I could serve. So that's what I think about. That's, going back to what I was saying in the beginning, because I know a few of you joined late. What keeps me motivated is thinking about how they're going to come out of this and how they're going to feel when they come out of this. And then what keeps me unmotivated, or what, I don't want to say tears me down because that's dramatic, but what, hinders me, I guess, hinders my workflow, hinders my productivity on a day-to-day basis, is when I think about the situation that these children are in. We were a constant in their lives. We were a very positive constant in their lives. We recently published a blog post about it, about how they greet us and how excited they are because they know that every single Thursday or Monday or Friday or whatever the case may be, that we're going to be there. And then we're not there anymore. And they don't understand, they're at a homeless shelter. All of us are at home. I get it. All of us are not seeing our loved ones. I get it. And these children are homeless. They're homeless. They're living in a homeless shelter from one day to the next. They were living on a street corner under a bridge, and now they're stuck in a house that really should only have, 10 people max. They're 50 people in there, and they have to share everything, and they're being told when to eat, when they can go outside. They're being told, and one of their huge outlets, hey Steven, thanks for watching, one of their huge outlets was going to school, and now they're not going to school anymore, so they're literally at the homeless shelter all day. And the way the homeless shelters work is you need an adult to supervise the children. You can't just have 57-year-olds running around. So if there's no adult present or no adult that wants to take care of the 50 children, well, the children are on their beds, literally on their beds. So that's what hinders me sometimes. If anyone has any questions, so specifically what I'm talking about is I'm talking about what keeps me going, what keeps me motivated during these trying times, and then what inspires me. So, sorry, that's the same thing. So what motivates me, what keeps me going, and then also what hinders me, I guess, what hinders my progress. Another thing that hinders my progress is just the fear of not having the resources to adequately support the children when we return to them. So all the loans and grants that we have applied for as an organization have been to two things, have been to support us currently so we can keep our operations going, and then also to pay for paid art therapists, to ramp up our art therapists presence when we return, to ensure that we can support them as best as possible. So that scares me, honestly. The fact that we may not be prepared to deal with the trauma when we return to them is a huge scary thing. And there's a lot of information about this on our Facebook page and on our website and on our Instagram. It's everywhere. If anyone is interested in learning more about how we're dealing with it in terms of preparing for when we're going to return to the children, you're more than welcome to look at it. We're drawchange on all the social media outlets, and then drawchange.org. I think that's all I have to say today. I wanted to answer that question because I keep on getting asked that question. How do I stay motivated? And how do I keep drawchange going during these times? And that's my answer. Like I mentioned, I am planning to continue to go live Fridays at 4 or 4-ish. I'm not going to say 4, at 4-ish. So please do join again. And if you know of anyone that would be interested in hearing what I had to say today, or learning about drawchange, or anyone you think that could support drawchange, please by all means share this video, share our Facebook page, share anything that you can. It takes a village. It truly takes a village, and me as one person, I can't do much, but together with my team and my village, I can do a ton. Thank you all so very much for watching, and I hope you all have a great weekend and are staying sane and safe and healthy throughout all this stuff that's going on. Bye.